You're watching PTV.
I'm Benji from Let's Go to the Park, and I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV. You're watching PTV.
From the San Francisco Bay Area, it's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie. Doug
I'm Ben.
And I'm Sherry.
Doug is in the kitchen at the moment. He is preparing for tonight's special dish of making tiramisu. He's getting some things together right now, but he's. I know I'm excited about it because we have actually never made tiramisu here at the villa, which is surprising because I like it so much.
You've had that house for almost 14 years and you've never made tiramisu?
Never. And the one thing that comes to mind every time I hear tiramisu, I think of a scene in the movie Sleepless in Seattle. This is early 90s, where Rob Reiner's character is walking with Tom Hanks' character, and they're talking to each other. And Rob Reiner just says, tiramisu. And Tom says, what's that? He says, you'll find out. They're talking about dating, and he has no idea what's going on. So, I think. And by the way, I wanted to do this. And that is from a very appreciative group here at PTV. Donna, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. And yes, indeed, happy birthday to Megan. Today is her actual birthday.
Yep.
Sherry, I remember that day.
38 years ago today, I was just getting ready to start heavy labor after a day of being induced and not really feeling anything at all. Because it was, and I'll never forget, because it was at 7 o'clock that it really started in earnest because Wheel of Fortune was on. And I had my IV on. They had hooked me up to the, all the meds early that morning. And it was doing its thing. And every time I had to pee, I would get up out of the bed. I'd have my IV pole and I had my hospital gown on and I'd make sure that it was, I was holding it closed as I walked into the bathroom. But by the time 7 o'clock came, I didn't care who saw my behind.
I wasn't in the room.
No, Mom.
I was not in the room. Thank goodness.
Mom was with me, and I thought, you know what? She cleaned that behind. I don't care. It's going to hang out. I am not going to be that modest anymore because it was hurting so bad. But that was, 38 years ago already.
38 years. I'm still living with that.
38 years. I can't believe it. She's 38, and in 6 days, Jeff will turn 35.
No. 33.
33, excuse me. 33, and then Jeremy will be turning 29.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the time has gone.
They've grown fast. They have grown.
Mar says, I remember that experience having to pee after every contraction. Mar, thank you so much for adding to the dialogue.
Thank you, Mar. You understand.
I love you, Mar.
It's an awful feeling. And Mar, I was sure in love with the anesthesiologist because all three of mine were C-sections, but I did labor with all three. So by the time I got into the OR, I was in love with the anesthesiologist. They were my friends.
Well, that's better than the dirty look you shot Tom earlier in the day.
Yeah.
That day?
Yeah.
Oh, he was trying to be such a sweetheart. I was ready to. If I could have gotten up off of that gurney and punched him, he'd probably still be on the moon today.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for I was waiting to be rolled into into the operating room, and I'm white knuckling the rails through a contraction, and Tom said, "Well, next time we'll know to go straight for a section." And
That's
it's like,
not for the
man,
Sherry, that cheer is not for the contraction. That is for
I
a
know,
super
I
chat
know.
from Gene G Jr. Gene, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. We really
Thank
do
you, Gene.
appreciate it. And
But
as
yeah,
Mike Wheeler says, thank you. It's never expected, but greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
he was trying to be very sweet about it, but it was not it was not helping.
So,
Not at all.
well,
And this evening, Sherry's losing herself in fabric.
I am. I had my second booster on Friday. So Saturday I was exhausted, had a headache. Sunday I was tired. I had to go to work today because my coworker is on the East Coast with her husband who's in a band. And then we found out that our teachers are going out on a 1-day strike on Friday, and the parents are not happy about it, and they're sending their kids to school anyway.
of course they
So
are.
I've got an emergency meeting with my union tomorrow night to see if, to tell us whether or not they're going to honor the teachers' strike or not. So if they decide to, I'm kind of in a quandary as to what I'm going to do.
Arnie, where are you?
I just dropped something on the floor, so apologies on that.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I'm
heard,
in a quandary as what to do because I understand
well,
unions and all of that, but at the same time, we have parents who are very unhappy who are sending their kids to school anyway for that
well,
because they're not supporting the reason the teachers are
well,
going out for one day.
I will say this: in spite of all of that and what's going on, I think a drink would be in order. So,
I need one. Give it to me.
okay, let me make one then. Okay. I am making a drink called an aviation. Now, a lot of you have probably never heard of this drink,
I
but
haven't.
That's my coworker's favorite drink.
okay. Now, here's the thing: it's made with a couple of unique items that you don't usually see on someone's bar, even in the home, especially in the home, and that's just because of how unique the bottle itself is. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and start with some lemon juice. I just pre-squeezed this. We have some Meyer lemons that a friend from work gave us. Here in California, of course, we use lemons as landscaping, and they have a lot of lemons in the yard. So it's a benefit. So
Yeah.
in goes the lemon juice. But I'm also going to grab the first thing. Now, Megan is a huge fan of botanical-based drinks, and in this case, it's gin. She loves the flavor of gin. And this drink takes 1.5 ounces of gin. So that's 1 ounce and
That's a lot of gin.
a half. Okay. So that's the gin part. And then you get a couple of unique items here. It's actually pronounced maraschino for liqueur. I don't know why, but they call it maraschino for the liqueur. And it's
Just
half an
they
ounce.
want to be different.
It's 1/2 ounce of maraschino liqueur, and it's made by a company called Luxardo. Luxardo, for us, at least Doug and me, we feel that they make the best maraschino cherries. Again, maraschino. So, but maraschino liqueur, I'm going to put in 1/2 ounce. And then the last item I'm going to put in it, or last liquid, is this. It is called Creme De Violette. And it's actually a violet liqueur. Not many people have had this before. Doug and I made this at a friend's house, and that friend gave us this bottle. So we are going to go ahead and put in half an ounce of the Creme De Violette. And you notice it's a very deep purple when I'm doing it. So that's the info.
Enlarge your screen so we can actually see it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So here we go. You can really see it's a very deep purple. It almost looks blue on the screen.
Yeah, it looks blue on the screen, but I'm going to take your word on it because purple tends to come out across as blue during live streaming.
Yeah.
Mars asking how many violets have to be squeezed to make that. You know, I don't know how they make it. But
What, violet liqueur?
Creme de Violette. Now, once you add the Creme de Violette to it, it actually makes it purple. A very like a lilac, almost a lavender.
See, it looks from here, it looks kind of dark gray.
Yeah.
It looks dark gray, but believe me, it is purple. So the next thing that I have to do is just grab the ice from the freezer. And that'll take me all of about 10 seconds. So, Ben, how was your day?
Well, my office is relocating from the second floor of my office building to the third floor. So I spent the afternoon packing up my office, hoping I don't lose anything. Some of my more personal things I actually packed into my backpack and brought home with me so I would know exactly where they were. But it's never fun moving offices. It's the first time I've had to move an office in over 3 years, and it is what it is. But I'm just tired. It's only Monday, and it feels like it's Thursday.
Oh my word, that's pretty bad. Okay,
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's the small cocktail. This is a small one. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in to the ice and shake it. And what it does is it just adds a little dilution to the drink itself once you have the ice. This thing gets super cold when you shake it, so it's almost hard to touch sometimes. This one you just pour into a cocktail glass, no ice.
But you have to strain it.
You strain it so that it takes all the ice out of it. Let me get that strain just right. There we go. And it goes right into the cocktail glass.
Do you garnish it with the maraschino cherry?
Yes, you do. So you take that.
So you have the maraschino liqueur with the garnished maraschino cherry.
Yeah.
Potato.
Okay, Arnie, here you go. Creme de Violette is made from Queen Charlotte and March violets of the Alps. It's a pure violette with no added vanilla or fruit.
Okay. So then that makes a lot of sense then. Thank you. Okay,
Still doesn't say how many violets are used.
But you just put in the maraschino cherry, and they're not the bright red that you normally see from like an ice cream parlor. These are the original maraschino cherries from Luxardo. But there we have it. A gin-based drink called the Aviation. And I'm going to give it a try.
The picture
Just
of
like
this
dirty alcohol from over here.
Look at this one. But this is what it is.
Okay.
Oh. That's actually really good.
I know.
It has just a hint of sweetness. And you taste some of the herbs from the gin. It's actually this is a very, very complex drink. I really like this one. So everyone, you watched it here. If you are into cocktails, I recommend going out and trying to get an Aviation. So
yeah. My coworker keeps saying I have to have one. So
which coworker?
My attendance clerk.
Oh, okay.
Doug was standing up there.
I didn't know if
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something.
Hold on. Wait. What about Doug?
I didn't know if I was allowed to come in because I didn't want to interrupt anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, you see, the original recipe called for a bar spoon of the violet, but I remembered that it was better with just a little more, so I did a half ounce of it. So it was good. Here, do you want to try it?
I'll just have a sip because I shouldn't be Cooking while being impaired.
You're impaired anyway. A drink won't do it.
That's a good drink.
It's a foo-foo drink.
It's a foo-foo drink. Yes, it is a
Yeah,
foo-foo
we
drink.
do. It's very foo-foo-y.
Okay, well, this is about the time when we start to talk about Hallmark Channel. Oh gosh. Richard said Doug needs his pants covered in Diet Coke.
Not again. Only as long as I'm eating that salad on Main Street. So
Let's just hope that they're covered because it was spilled, Richard.
yeah, I really think it was planned and done on purpose. And I still gave him a gift afterwards. That really shortly after that, I gave him a huge gift.
That was a huge gift. So
a very huge gift.
But now that we've made the cocktail, I think we can start talking about Hallmark. So let's go ahead and shall we do a movie review? Okay. Okay. So Saturday's movie that premiered on Hallmark Channel, which we watched on the Friendly app, was called A Tale of Love. Ben,
Tail.
Yeah, Tail. Sherry, did you watch it?
No, I was sleeping. I was zoning out most of the weekend.
She had a booster on
I had
Friday.
my booster on Friday.
That's
my
right.
second, and I was just out of it.
So
I saw it.
Ben, you watched it?
Yes, I did.
Well, Doug and I watched it last night too. We were interrupted in the middle of it by a phone call, which was a great phone call. But we went back and finished watching the movie. And, well, to tell you what the movie was, just very quickly, it was about a dog rescue center that adopts, it helps adopt dogs for people that need them, especially military and
PTSD survivors.
PTSD survivors and also disabled. So it's actually a very nice thing to have in your community for dogs. It was great. But the farm next door was being sold, and it was actually not just a farm, it was a dog food company or a pet food company.
No,
Pet food
another
company.
company.
And the owners of that particular land sold the land to this particular company, and apparently this dog rescue center was part of that land deal, even though it wasn't supposed to be. It was a land deal that had been made 25 years ago where they bought the land, and let's just say that madness ensued afterward. And there was this one woman that was, what did we call her?
Well, I said it to you, and you just kept on laughing through the whole movie. You were going, "Oh my gosh, there's Cruella de Vil." The Rachel cow was Cruella.
She really was, because she didn't like dogs. She did not like dogs.
So out of the blue, and I'm like, "Oh look, there's Cruella," and then Arnie just had to stop and he just laughed for like 5 minutes because it was just so matter of factly because she was Cruella.
Yeah,
so
she was taking over the animal food company, and she did not like animals.
Oh, she was a nasty cow when she didn't get her permit.
And for that one, I told Doug I was going to give it a Dougism.
I didn't think Cruella was a Dougism, but then I didn't like the fact that they were on the hunt for this piece of paper and how they found it. That was super cheesy. Beyond cheesy. But it's Hallmark, what do you expect to get cheap? So, 7.5 stuck crowns. I enjoyed it.
We actually enjoyed it, but not as one of their best films.
No, not one of their best. I mean, they had the doggies, and he is, I guess, a Hardy from When Calls the Heart.
Well,
He's in 40.
It was definitely a fluff movie, just what Hallmark is known for. But it wasn't repulsive. It was actually a tolerable watch for 2 hours, which sometimes that's hard to find these days. But it was an enjoyable movie.
Oh yeah, it kept me along. I didn't think it was long or weird, and it wasn't completely had the I mean, they had a lot of the bingo checkmark stuff, but it was I was entertained. It was pretty good. And then we watched an old Christmas movie from 2015. And
Paul
I
just-
am so sick of this spring love crap.
because Hallmark is doing a bad job.
as it gets Christmas. It will come, Richard. It has like 70 some odd days until we get Christmas in July.
Paul left it unrated. He didn't give any Ben burritos.
No, Ben
Wow.
burrito. Not even a
Wow.
soggy, sad.
Wow, Paul, that's really harsh, but that's understandable. That's totally understandable. But I thought it was a pretty good movie. I gave it seven gold crowns.
I gave it 7 as well.
I was 3/4 of the way. I was 7.5.
I'll have to watch it.
Definitely. Now,
No, we do not need to see Ben in a Hallmark movie.
know-
now we watch.
I'm
yes?
I'm just going to give you a bit of trivia here. I'm going to derail you a bit.
Okay.
You guys were talking
I'm out of
about
here.
about about dog food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of you see the news article today about a new cat food that's coming out that actually has mouse meat in it?
Oh gosh.
I think that's a little urban legend-y. I wouldn't believe it until I find out who made it, because that has all kinds of lawsuits and bad juju.
You'll notice.
And-
You'll notice I'm drinking.
Yeah, Arnie's got the right
No.
idea.
You have to go to Snopes. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we have the Friendly app that we watch Hallmark Channel on.
yes, we do.
They actually have over 30 channels now, including GAC Family, which a lot of the Hallmark stores are starting to.
One Goodbye Good Riddance.
Jump to.
Oh, please.
They're jumping to that channel.
It's not jumping; they're defecting.
Yeah,
That's
they're
fine.
defecting. They're defecting to GAC Family. So, but they're part of the Friendly TV app as well. Now we have a little commercial here for you to tell you how you can also watch Hallmark Channel on the Friendly app, and we'll be right back. We also have a little commercial about our support channels. So here you go. You're watching PTV Live. We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark, and now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
And we're back. Thank you for watching those. I had a commercial there that asked, are you sponsored by Friendly TV? No, we are not. Yet.
Who knows?
Yet.
Who knows?
I'm watching it. I am going to do my best to get a sponsorship from Friendly TV on that. But we've actually come to a spot of a new segment here. And Ben, Jerry,
Thank you, Richard.
have not yet seen the intro for this. But I'm calling it the PTV Village. This is a segment where we kind of like focus on one of the people in our village, or in this case, one of the channels. So yeah, it is time for the PTV Village.
We watch way too much Stephen Colbert and he gets all jealous. I want to do that. I want that. I want to do that.
Now, Fox Hollow says, I'm so excited. And that's because this particular feature is about Fox Hollow. They do baking about, they usually drop their video on Sundays.
Yeah.
Usually. Baking or cooking in the kitchen. In this case, they were busy this weekend. They went to, well, here, just watch this video and you'll see what they did.
Hello, PTV and all the villagers out there. I'm Todd.
And I'm Dave.
And we're from Baking with Foxholla Kitchen. We're here at Flight 93 National Memorial in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, getting ready to do one of our favorite charity events that we're at, fourth year now?
This is the fourth time we've done this.
And we're getting ready to go plant some trees here at the National Memorial here in Shanksville. So get ready and tag along with us. Alright, villagers, we just finished up planting trees. We did what, about 130?
Oh, probably about 130 ourselves.
Yeah, and overall, how many?
They said about 16,000 today.
But right now, we are actually standing below the Tower of Voices. Dave, if you want to give like a... It is the latest part, or the last part of the National Memorial here. But honestly, doing something like this is so rewarding. We really look forward to it every year.
Absolutely.
And actually, I think this year was the first year I didn't fall for the first time. So
The first year you didn't fall in the mud.
yeah. What? It was the second year.
Second year you did that with your ankles.
But anybody out there watching this from PTV, don't be afraid to do something great because it'll make you feel good in the long run. And we're now part of history. So, see you guys, and just remember, PTV rocks.
We rock.
No, we don't.
So,
we don't.
Todd, Dave,
That was-
thank you for sending us the video. If you'd like to be featured in a future edition of the PTV Village, I would love to feature you here on the show during this segment, the PTV Village. So
We don't have to do nice things.
yeah, just
Egg a house, put sugar in a gas tank, doorbell ditch.
Try making one of our crafts with hot glue.
I don't care. I mean,
so
put nails in tires.
oh,
A
dear.
potato up a exhaust
I
pipe.
just want to go to bed.
Go.
But, yeah, I mean, 130 trees. That was great.
That was pretty cool.
That was
Wow, that's really cool.
I can't believe that's been over 20 years.
I know,
It's just,
but very impressive.
yeah, it's just living through lots of American history.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's PTV Village. So now we move on to what did Sherry get? Sherry, tell us a little bit about what you got this week.
Most of it was
She's been focusing a lot on fabric this past week. She's been doing a lot of organizing of crafts and stuff.
yeah, and I oh,
What about your
crap.
new war bag?
Oh, I could get that. I forgot
go
about
show
that.
that.
War bag?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's what I call.
Mar loves this segment. One of the reasons why I also wanted to make sure that we covered this one this week is because Sherry's been doing a lot of organizing, and she sent some video which I included in the moment of groovy for the end of the show. So you'll see what's going on.
She has a lot of crap.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I live with it. Right now, our living room looks like Stonehenge.
Yeah.
There's stacks of totes that are being
Go ahead and
organized.
drink it.
And-
I'll have one later.
And it's okay, that bag, that's
Yeah.
right.
No, what I've been doing a lot of is going through my fabric
Because those are called female single family dwellings.
and putting it together with a pattern, and then ordering like the borders that I need to make to complete the quilt. Like the borders for your Halloween quilt just came in today, Arnie and Doug.
Oh, good.
the Hershey stuff. But I did get this for myself because I had pre-ordered it in January, and it just came in.
That's a
So
lounge
it's
fly, isn't it?
my new Loungefly backpack, and then this is the back of it.
And it's the kids flying right in front of them. Oh, that's really
Uh-huh.
cute.
Yeah. It feels like it's a bit bigger than the other ones, but I don't
Yeah, it
know.
looks like a child's backpack, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, it does. It does look bigger.
It looks like a child, like you're going to kindergarten.
Stop. Just leave me alone. I do go to kindergarten every day.
I know you
Sherry,
do.
Sherry Donna says it's adorable. So
Yeah, I
and
like
I
it.
have to agree. It is a very nice bag. Doug and I saw that on Saturday.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, so I got that. I got a baby cutting board, so I could do things like what I'm working on now, which are just cutting strips. But in the trunk of my car, I've got a huge one that came into me at work, and it is a well, how big would you say that box is? 3x4?
2x3 at least, maybe 3x4.
That's
I think it's 3x4.
It's a big,
It's a big cutting board.
big cutting board.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty
So,
big.
yeah.
Well, Sherry,
That's what I've been up to.
well, thanks for showing us that. And I also told everyone while you're out of the room that I also wanted to feature this because I included video in the Moment of Groovy that you sent to me of all the organization you're doing. Great, great job.
Yeah. I've got 2 bags full of fabric for what they call 3-yard quilts, which is 3 fabrics that are coordinated.
Yeah.
And it's 1 yard of each fabric, and you get a quilt out of it. And so I've been collecting a lot of that for the last 3 or 4 years.
So she's going to be doing quite a bit of quilting over the next few months. And if you all are looking for special Christmas presents, some of them will be listed in the Etsy shop a little later this year.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to miss that. Those are great.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So yeah, definitely don't miss out on that. You'll notice that Ben is wearing a shirt, Pepper Tree Villa. You can get that in our Redbubble shop online. You can also get this design that Doug did of Have a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. I love this design.
Yeah.
And I occasionally see Jim, the More Sunshine Please guy.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
He sometimes wears this on his show. So Jim, I always like seeing the shirt on your show. Great job. So this is a way that you can get the shirt for yourself. Take a look at this. You're watching PTV Live. We'll be right back. Pepper Tree Villa has a shop with unique designs for PTV. Luffy the Snowman is back in stock, and now there are new designs available. You can now help save the pine cones. Go to peppertreevilla.redbubble.com or download the Redbubble app and search for Pepper Tree Villa. Remember, your purchase helps support our channel. Please, help Doug save the pine cones. Visit our Redbubble shop today.
You're gonna make it after all.
And we're back. You'll see the sign there. It says halfway to Halloween because we are halfway to Halloween. I know Two Real Geeks is very excited about that. Halloween is there.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
But Doug brought this to my attention. What's going on?
Disney is going to be releasing swag and food from April 28th to May 1st at Walt Disney World and Disneyland for a very short period of time of Halloween food. Like a hot cake pop, a churro, some other crap. And then there's a Mickey as a mummy popcorn bucket that's coming out and some other stuff. So they're giving everybody a taste of Halloween at the end of April. That's kind of not just, oh, this is what's coming in the fall, get to the parks. You come in the next couple of days, you can actually have a taste of fall.
And I need to find somebody who would be willing to go into a park and get me that It's a Small World Loungefly backpack.
You don't mean It's a Small World. You mean the electrical.
I mean, electrical parade. Excuse
Yeah, the
me.
50th
electrical
anniversary. Yeah, I have other stuff I want, but we can't just beg for people to do that. But they have actually very cool swag for the 50th anniversary of the electrical parade. But yeah, I can't believe Halloween's going to be in 6 months.
Yeah.
I know.
And on that note, we're sending Doug to the kitchen because we're going to be
Peace out.
We're going to be starting our next segment very soon. But I just wanted to let everyone know, yeah, it's halfway to Halloween, and I can't believe they're actually going to be selling stuff at the park this early.
That's insane that it's only 6 months to Halloween. Baseball season just started.
That's very true. That is very true. So, like I said, I was surprised to realize that Doug and I had never made tiramisu here at the villa. And as Ben said, we have been here for
14 years.
Yeah.
14 years it'll be, and you still have never made tiramisu before in your house. That just boggles my mind.
Yeah. So, but I'm very excited about it. Richard is saying, I need a ballpark dog and beer at the park. Ballpark dog.
So true.
Good. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's do a little bit talk about tiramisu.
Was that?
I'm not sure what that was, but we heard some sound coming from the kitchen. It's muted at the moment, but Doug is there in the kitchen. So, hi, Doug.
Can you want to shut the door?
Yes, I will shut the door. We don't get any kind of slap back or echo as a result of that. So, being that he's in the kitchen, we've got the camera aimed right there, the PTV kitchen cam. And
so before you guys start yelling at me that I'm doing not a real tiramisu, a real tiramisu has eggs or raw eggs and egg yolks. I'm not doing that. I don't have a phobia of eating raw eggs. It's just I don't want to go through that right now, and this is for the masses, and I don't want to be called that. I'm giving every botulism. So it's just going to be whipping cream and mascarpone, or mascarpone, whatever you want to call it. This is good. Where is it?
What is that? Cool Whip?
No. Cool Whip? Are you kidding?
So I made a pumpkin pie, and this is 16 ounces. So the stuff is not cheap. So I didn't want to waste it. And I said, I've never made a tiramisu. So we're going to make it, but it's going to have sans eggs. So I'm doing whipping cream.
And that was what, about a cup of whipping cream?
It's a cup. So I'm going to whip. So
yeah, it takes a little time to...
you guys could talk about something that's going to take me a while.
Yeah, it takes a little time. I'll go ahead and mute it too, Doug, so that we don't get the blender going. So,
yeah, there you go.
Anyway, he's whipping the cream right now. You have to do that to get the consistency that you need for this particular dessert. Same thing with the mascarpone. He's going to be adding that. Now, it's mascarpone or mascarpone, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Either one is acceptable. And he is going to put those together. Now, like I said, I've never made tiramisu. However, there is a comment that Donna says. She says, I make my tiramisu with pound cake when I can't find ladyfingers. Now, Ben, do you know what ladyfingers are?
I do. In fact, every day on my way to work, I pass a bakery called Ladyfingers, and they have a really good tiramisu there.
Okay. Have you had it?
I have.
From the office, that is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd like it with pound cake better than ladyfingers. I like pound cake.
Pound cake, absolutely.
Which reminds me.
Yes.
I think I have one in the freezer.
Go get it thawed.
A pound cake?
Yeah.
Oh,
I could actually go for a piece of pound cake and a scoop of ice cream right now.
okay, wait a minute. Doug's got the lady fingers here. Let me unmute you, Doug. Okay, there you go, Doug.
Okay, so you have to use this brand and this type.
Why?
Or there's going to be a war out in Italy for it.
There's
But
a huge argument online.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Everyone says this is the brand of ladyfingers. If you're going to use them in your kitchen at home, that's the type you use. So Doug is still whipping the cream, and he'll be adding, if he hasn't already, the mascarpone. Oh, look at that. You got a Sara Lee pound cake.
Yep.
Nice.
And surprisingly, it is 1 pound. But I'm assuming it's a pound because they put a pound of butter in it.
But I was looking at the carb count on it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get 6 servings out of this thing.
Holy cow,
Look.
that's... Wow. That's a lot of cake.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pound cake. It is.
Yeah.
Doing that much at one time.
I don't know.
Oh, Wanda, yes, that's true. She can't have gluten, so she has been cursed by not having an authentic tiramisu.
Oh.
Now, I remember the first tiramisu that I ever had was in San Francisco at a restaurant called Tiramisu. Now, Doug, what did you just add sugar? Oh, he can't hear me.
No, the mixer's going.
The mixer is loud, so yeah, you just can't hear that. So he's still going about it. One of our viewers just sent me a text message and said, "Wow, someone's counting their carbs. They're doing a good job with that." So yeah, definitely, they're watching their carbs.
Yeah, that's Sherry. Sherry's
I
always watching her carbs.
Richard is
When
asking,
it
where's
comes-
the on-screen ingredients list? There is not an on-screen ingredients list this time. But Doug, what did you just add? It was a teaspoon of vanilla?
A teaspoon of vanilla and a third of a cup of sugar. That's very, very typical for it in the cream. But like I said, I mean, this is authentic, but sans eggs.
It's odd that you would have like a dessert like that being made without eggs, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is odd. But usually it is egg yolks that we put in there. It gives it a very rich, creamy consistency, custardy consistency. That's kind of loud. There we go.
And Jean, we used to have pound cake with strawberries and whipped cream a lot during the summer times.
Oh, that looks delicious. So now
you're adding the cheese now, Doug?
The cheeses, yes.
Yes. Wonderful. That is 8 ounces or a cup of mascarpone cheese or mascarpone cheese.
Okay, so is this the filling that you're making, or?
Yeah, you dip ladyfingers in a in a coffee.
Yeah.
Espresso. I mean, that's a whole thing too. People hiss about what kind of supposed to use espresso or all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you could put brandy. I put Kahlua. You could put just rum.
But it's not much. It's just a little bit. Just to add just a hint of flavor. Wow. Yeah, that does make a lot of noise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, when we're baking in the kitchen, we're kind of loud in the kitchen when we're baking. So
I have to tell you, last night my son-in-law was putting my granddaughter to bed and he said, tomorrow is Mama's birthday. And my granddaughter has been delayed with her speech, so she's just now starting to say things and make sounds. And he said, "Yeah, tomorrow is Mama's birthday." And she looks up at him, and all she says is, "Cake." She knows that for birthday you get cake.
Now, see, Richard is recommending that for a little twist, you can always add a little bit of coconut rum to this. And that's true.
Ooh.
Literally, that is not controversial.
Yeah.
What liqueur you want to put in. Some people want orange. It's very Italian to make it kind of orangey.
I'm not fond of orange in my baked goods.
But you see, orange pairs so nicely with chocolate.
Yeah. But even those chocolate oranges that
I
you
don't
get
like 'em.
at Christmas time, I'm not a fan.
So here we go. Now I'm opening up these little lady fingers.
Can we get a closer look at what Doug's doing?
Sure, let's focus in on the kitchen. There we go. So, Doug, that is 12 ounces of coffee espresso at this point.
Yeah, and I put Kahlua in it. Again, you could put orange liqueur, rum, brandy. It really doesn't matter. Or you don't have to do anything. So there's these little darlings. And you don't soak them. You just dip them in. That's a thing. And I'm lining
That's a 9x9?
8x8.
An 8x8, okay. So yeah, you don't
literally
soak them,
dip
you just
it.
dip them. Oh, and Sir Gary, yes, Grand Marnier would definitely be something that would taste very good with this. I do like a good orange liqueur. Now, Doug was telling me a story today about these ladyfingers, because these ladyfingers are a huge deal. Everyone says you have to use this brand. So we went shopping last week looking for ladyfingers, couldn't find anything. Doug went out today, and you found the last package in the store?
I think it was the last package at the Frugal Hoosier. It wouldn't make it matter what I did. I'm just going to do this in half.
Yeah, that's...
can you guys see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can see that.
So, yeah, I'm not opening up another packet. That's all you're getting. So, then you just
I'm
take...
disappointed.
No, because it's 2 layers. You take half of the goo.
Nice foodie term, goo.
Plop. Can you see me plop?
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
That's about half of the goo. Creamy.
Wanda wants to know if you beat someone to the last package, Doug.
No, actually, I found it. I didn't know if it was all broken. You're supposed to use a fancy Atico offset spatula because I can.
I'm disappointed you don't have it in a trifle bowl.
No.
Well, the thing is, the trifle bowl would be too big.
Yeah, I'm only making not lifetime supply. I'm just making normal supply.
You're doing a simple, small amount for you and Arnie, and then Arnie will probably take the rest to the office.
I was about to tell you something about that, Richard. He says, someone is serious when the cook has an offset spatula. And yes,
Thank you, Richard.
We actually have, 3 or 4 of those?
I have about a half a dozen of all the different sizes. Of course I do.
What do you mean by offset
you take
spatula?
the other packet.
Ben, if you look at the spatula, you'll see
down
that
like this.
It's like an L?
Yeah, there's an L right there.
Okay.
It makes it easy for icing and things.
Okay.
Do you see that bend there, that off the handle?
Yeah.
That's what makes it offset.
Okay.
Okay. So I do other layer.
We've got a couple of those upstairs.
Okay.
So bing.
So you can see it's actually pretty simple to make this dessert, but you want to
just never made it. I've had it, and I've had it. It's good. It's just when I have this extra mascarpone, I'm like, there's some desserts I wanted to make, and I'm like,
You're running out of coffee.
Oh no, well, just the right amount.
you don't need to soak it. Remember?
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's soaking up enough.
Yeah, it soaks up enough of the coffee. Oh, and we started with 12 ounces of that. Just remember, 12 ounces of coffee is soaked up very quickly by ladyfingers. It's a whole package.
Yeah, that's it. See?
And Rhonda says you can pick them up at Publix. Denali Farmers.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's
a lot of grocery stores do carry ladyfingers like this. And
maybe I'm just too cheap. I don't want to waste this. Then the other part of the goo.
And that one I will give. Oh, thank you, Ron. That's the bulk, not Denali, the bulk farmers market. Yeah, I'm sure Wanda is hungry. You know, Wanda just got back from a cruise, and it was on the West Coast here. She actually got to San Francisco, and we couldn't see her. I was so bummed.
Why? When was she in San Francisco?
I think it was Tuesday.
See, she could have talked to Tom at the bridge too, because they went to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh,
yeah.
Which, by the way, my husband no longer works there.
Well, technically.
Yeah, his last work day was Friday. He's on vacation until
the first week of July.
July 30th, and then he has to go in.
No,
June
30th.
30th, and then he has to go in on July 1st to officially turn in all of his paperwork for retirement.
So he is a man of leisure.
Driving me crazy.
It's been one day, and Tom is already driving Sherry nuts.
And I'm working.
Okay, Doug, that was the last of the goo.
Yep. Now, do I wash my hands?
Okay. While Doug is washing his hands.
Then what I do is I take, this is just Dutch process. They say a bitter cocoa. So I'm just using a bitter cocoa, and you dust it.
So he's going to put the spoon in a small sieve and then dust the top of the cake or the tiramisu with cocoa powder. Ben, would you try this one?
Oh, absolutely. I like tiramisu.
I love tiramisu.
I like it because it's not overwhelmingly coffee, but the flavors together are delicious.
Yeah, it's just a hint of coffee. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to eat this tiramisu.
Just have to sit for 4 hours, preferably. So that's what it is.
So you're going to have it set overnight.
Clean the edge.
He's going to clean the edge, and then he's going to put a cling wrap or saran wrap on top. Of course, to keep that thing from absorbing any flavors that you might get in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Gene is saying Doug needs to send us all in the chat a slice if he can.
Right? I agree.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Doug, that one looks really good.
That does look like a trifle of sorts.
Well, it kind of is a trifle.
Except it doesn't have a layer of meat.
No, that's only when Rachel makes it.
Yeah.
On Friends.
See?
Yep.
Doug, Wendy says it looks incredible.
There we go. We're going to tiramisu tomorrow because it needs to sit for about 4 hours and percolate. So,
well, it's coffee.
Percolate. Okay, so I must say that looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
There it goes.
I can't wait to eat that.
You'll have to post pictures on Instagram.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We will be doing posting on Instagram. I may put them on Twitter as well, and on Facebook. If you're not following us on our social media, you'll want to make sure that you do. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Pepper Tree Villa. We also have a TikTok account for Pepper Tree Villa. And there are some things.
I don't understand TikTok.
Someone that does is Jim. Jim, Mr. More Sunshine, please. He is doing very well on TikTok. He's been posting a lot of his dad jokes. And one of the best ones is on Main Street at Walt Disney World. He is facing the castle. And the camera comes to a part where he's just, and you hear in the background, you hear the song Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. And then suddenly he pans up to him standing under the big C on the sign for Casey's restaurant. Typical dad joke. I mean, I tell you, it's, I love it.
Yeah, puns aplenty when it comes to Jim.
Yeah.
Arnie, did you ever give me your completed list of Hallmark Dream Book wish list ornaments?
I have not. I got sidetracked at work and did not get to it. So I promise I will get that to you this week so that we can report back on next week's show.
Yeah, because
the official totals.
Sherry's got quite the list. It's bigger than mine this year, but she's got a lot of minis.
And that's not all that I have, because I still have to add more to it.
Well, no, that's
but
again, that's
my
that,
wish
yeah,
list.
that was just your wish list.
Yeah.
So is Doug still washing stuff in the kitchen?
Doug is still washing in the kitchen, yes.
I was going to say it sounded like a toilet.
No, that's just the water running at the sink. But yeah, so that's the tiramisu. And yeah, I will be Doug and I will be sampling that tomorrow, and we will be posting the results of what we think of this particular recipe. There were several recipes that we look at. See, behind us, you'll see lots of books in the library. Doug has over 1,200 books in his cookbook library.
Holy moly.
You could cook for 4 years.
Most of them,
just one recipe out of each book.
And I swear on this one, most of them have either been given to us or they have been free from a library giveaway. So yeah, it's a lot of books, but 1,200 cookbooks, every subject that you can think of.
Yeah, they're always fun to go through cookbooks.
Yeah, Roy says they're all tiramisu books.
We've had several villagers actually give us cookbooks as well. So yeah, definitely. Roy, yeah, they are not all tiramisu books, that's for sure. So I think Doug is cleaning up in the kitchen. Let me check with him. Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about Life with Ben?
You're gonna make it after all.
And that's Life with Ben. Thursdays, they start streaming every episode only on PTV. Ben, what's coming up?
This coming Thursday, we're going to be doing something, well, a little challenging. I actually cooked dinner for everybody.
By himself. I was quite impressed because I was not feeling well.
Yeah. And Arnie and Doug came over to do the sampling.
Yeah.
I have 2 packets here of chili mixes. This one it's called Cincinnati Recipe Chili. It's from a chain of restaurants in the Ohio area called Skyline Chili. The other is from Gold Star Chili. These two are heavily debated in the Ohio area as to who has the better Cincinnati style chili. I had never had Cincinnati style chili before, so my friend Sean sent me a couple of packets of each so we could sample them. And he said, I want to see an episode where you guys try this chili. So his wish is coming true. This coming Thursday, we will show you Arnie and Doug trying 2 different types of Cincinnati chili, and they weigh in on which they prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
It was fun to see Ben in the kitchen by himself.
Yeah, I didn't get any video of that, unfortunately.
Measuring things out and was quite...
There wasn't a whole lot to measure out, though. It's just...
No, but the fact that you knew where everything was that you needed.
Yeah.
And you knew how to use it.
Yeah.
He's learning, folks.
Slowly but surely.
According, Mara says that her brother likes Skyline Chili.
Okay.
And Richard said that you're going to be getting a pedicure in the next episode of Life with Ben. And then Roy says chili and pedicures.
I haven't had any type of pedicure at a salon in well over 2 years. And I'm not going to start now by showing my feet getting worked on at a salon. No video.
I know, right, Mar? I did not get video of Ben cooking in the kitchen, but that will be coming because I want to make sure that we have that moment of Ben in the kitchen. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, this past episode, I showed myself baking a cookie in a microwave.
And I wasn't home either.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to watch the latest episode of Life with Ben, it's me baking in a cup.
Yeah. Yes,
it's really warm in here.
It is.
You do know, Ben, you can show people your feet and get paid for it. It's a thing. So
yeah, I'm not
going to video of your feet.
No.
Foot and hand models make.
No, this is a different kind of thing. But
yeah,
hey.
it's probably websites I don't want to go near.
No.
But anyway, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm very impressed at how it turned out.
That tiramisu looks absolutely delicious.
I had to wear this because when you do whipping cream with the electric mixer, little things. I'm going to be wearing tomorrow.
Yeah, this week's and this Ben most recent episode, 1 man, 1 cup. Definitely. Well, everyone, like I said, Sherry is a part, or she shared some video with me, and it's going to be part of the Moment of Groovy tonight. And then we were also over at Ben's place last weekend, and we made Taco Bell Mexican pizza, and we actually show some of the process of the assembly and it being cooked. So that's all part of the Moment of Groovy as well. So you're not going to want to stick around. Make sure that you take and watch that.
That's right. That was Easter Sunday, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was having tri-tip with my kids.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
brisket.
Brisket. There
brisket.
You go.
You see Ben in the kitchen, you are getting there. Just baby steps, you're getting there.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're almost 60 years old and you're now finally getting through the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard is saying that he needs some groovy goodness. Okay, that's what we'll do. But I'll tell you this. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate also the super chats that came in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Because I wasn't around.
That was very kind. Jean sent us a $2 super chat. Donna sent us $9.99. So thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate it. It's never expected, but always appreciated. And to you, moderators, thank you for the help tonight. And to you, our village, thank you. Again, if you are interested in participating in the PTV Village, get a hold of me on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Pepper Tree Villa. So, yeah, just let me know if you'd like to do that. Next show will be next Monday night.
After my birthday.
Yes, the day after Doug's birthday.
That's
I will
right.
not in this. It will not be at Disneyland this time, but you know.
And my son's birthday.
Yes,
That's
we
right.
know. Never expected.
But always anticipated. Richard. But thank you, everyone, for spending a little bit of Monday night with us. We really appreciate it. We know you can always do something else, but we're thankful that you spent this time with us. In the meantime, everyone, I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live here on Pepper Tree Villa. And now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night, everyone.
Night.